right now. Let's see. Okay. That is with my mask. I just lost my mask. Alright, this is a little crooked. I'm gonna get it straight. There we go. And Facebook is a little blurry. It's very, very blurry. I'm gonna see if I can clean the camera. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm just trying to see if I can clean this camera. Oh, way better. Let's try a little more. Okay. Oh, is it still blurry though? I hope you can see me. It is dark. Anyways, let me plug this in. Give me a second. Unplug this camera. Alright, so I'm setting up while I'm here. Welcome, welcome, welcome to CJ's Kitchen. I hope it's not crooked. Hello, welcome. If I am crooked, let me know so I can turn this a little bit. Is that better? I hope that's better. Okay, so I'm gonna turn the noise off in a little bit. I know it might be noisy, but welcome to CJ's Kitchen. Welcome, welcome. I'm gonna put a mask on, and I hope you're hearing me. I'm gonna put this mask on, and I'm gonna put the mask on because the cake that I'm baking is for somebody's wedding. So while I'm talking, I don't want to be talking over doing all this. Okay. So I'll just say again, welcome to CJ's Kitchen. Please like, share, and subscribe. I hope I'm not too far away, and I hope you can see me. This evening I will be doing Jamaican fruit cake. I have a video on YouTube, and a lot of people have been watching the video, but we know video don't really show you everything sometimes or tell you everything. So, and I know Christmas is coming up, and a lot of people, when it gets to Christmas time, a lot of people watch that particular video. So now that I'm about to do this, I wanted to come live and to show you. It's a very large batch of cake that I'm gonna be baking. These are my pans, and these are like 14 inches. So these are the pans that I'm gonna use. So you know it's a big batch of cake, right? If you're not hearing me, let me know. If you're hearing me okay, just thumbs up. I can't see no comment or anything, so I'm not sure if you are hearing or not. So like I said, I'm about to do a very large batch of cake. This is my famous pan, and if you've watched me before, you know my famous pan. And I have a famous spoon, but my spoon is missing right now. What I did, I went ahead and I did the sugar and the butter. So right here in this pan, in this mixer, I have a 5-pound mix basically. But what I did, I took out a pound of sugar because I don't want the cake to be too sweet. It's dark sugar, and dark sugar, you know, it's really strong. So you don't want your cake to be, if you don't want your cake to be too sweet, always remove a little of it. So I had removed a pound of the sugar and a pound of the butter, because too I will be removing, when I do this kind of cake or this amount of cake, I cut down on the amount of flour I use. Okay, give me a second. Okay, so if you're listening, you're listening to my mixer. It's not loud at all. At least I hope it's not, and I hope you can hear me, and I hope it's not too loud. It needs to run a little more. Also, what I did, I went ahead and I mixed my eggs and I used eggs and lemon juice, lime juice actually, and I mixed those together. I tend not to mix my eggs into my sugar and butter. I like doing it this way. I don't know if anybody else does it this way, but this is the way I do it. And I'm gonna go ahead now and kind of start doing what I'm doing, okay? And this is the flour, just regular all-purpose flour. I just use regular all-purpose flour. And if you know, a pound of all-purpose flour has like 3 2/3, I think. 3 2/3 cups, right? And I think this is my 1 cup, and this is my 1 cup. Oh yeah, this is my 1 cup. And I'm gonna sift the flour. And so for this mix, I'm basically gonna use 15 cups of flour. Okay, my sieve is now done. This is all broken up. I need a new sieve. I mean, this is 5 pounds. This is 5 pounds of flour. I won't use all of it. I will use about 4 pounds because, like I said, I want to use like 15 cups. 15 cups of flour. This is flour. And I do have a scale. Help me count, you all. I hope you can hear me. I know I'm way over here. And if you're doing this on the regular, you don't want to have your, when you're taking your flour out, don't stop the thing. You don't want to stock it because then it's more than a cup when you stock it too much. Who knows how much that was? Who was counting? But anyways, I'm just going to wait when I get to about a pound. And I'm going to leave off a pound. Because like I said, I only use 3 cups at a time. 3 cups too. Instead of a pound of flour, I use 3 cups. But when you're measuring, you want to make sure you measure. And it is, you know, it's leveled off. I kind of feel like you're not hearing me. If somebody is on here and you're not hearing me, please let me know. Oh, I should have notified persons. I didn't notify anybody that I was gonna be on here. So like I said, I'm only using 4 pounds of flour here. I have 5 dozen eggs. Because the eggs are not big, they're small eggs. They're small white eggs, and so I use 5 dozen. One might ask why I use so much egg, but the egg kind of helps to be the base, the firmness of the cake. And it depends on how firm you want your cake. So then, and that's why I put the lemon juice into the eggs. Let me try this out. Okay, in case no one is hearing me, so I just turned that off. I do have a mic for this thing, but for some reason I had forgotten to hook it up. I probably should have hooked it up. And you know, for people who's been baking for a while, sometimes the measurement, you might see us do things and you wonder why we're not measuring, because a lot of times we don't really measure. This now might be a pound of flour. I'm gonna weigh it and tell you. Oh my goodness. Alright, so let's weigh this and see how much this is that's left. It feels a little bit over. 1.11, so we take a little more out of that. We're just going to use 4 pounds. Okay, 1.5 pounds is left in there, and it's fine because, as you know, this is fruit cake. It's not flour cake, or you know, some people might want to use a lot of flour, but it's not flour cake. It's a fruit cake. So in this, I'm gonna go in with my baking powder. So like I said, I have 4 pounds of flour. So to each pound of flour, I'm using a tablespoon of baking powder. So that's 3, and I'll use a teaspoon for, I'll use a little over, a little less than a tablespoon. Just a little less. I'm trying to measure for the persons, because I get a lot of question asked for smaller batches of cake, but most time I bake large batches, and so all you'd have to do is to remove, you know, a pound, give and take, you know. We got nutmeg, but one other thing, I got some nutmeg from Jamaica. So I'm just gonna use one of those. Wow. So we just crack that. And I'm just gonna grate it on here. Try not to grate my finger. Because this now will taste way better. Will have more flavor than the one in the you buy in the store in the bottle. Just that you might just grate your finger. And like I said, please like, share, and subscribe to my channel, CJ's Kitchen JA. Oh my gosh, this smells so good. The real Jamaican nutmeg. Just because I'm gonna grate these as well, but you know, this is probably, you know what, let me put it in a spoon so you can see. Probably just a teaspoon. It's probably just a teaspoon. Yeah, it's a teaspoon. It's a teaspoon. But I'm still gonna go in with some of the one I have here. It's like really fine. It's powdery, like, you know. So that would probably be a whole tablespoon of nutmeg. And then we're gonna get some salt. So I'm gonna go in with a teaspoon of salt. And like I said, let me see if I need a whole teaspoon. This is actually, I can't see squat on these things. This is a teaspoon here. And give and take, I need a teaspoon and a half. And that is what it is. When you are cooking or baking, and if you're doing it for a while, you can tell, you know, when you put it in, how much more will you want and stuff like that. Cinnamon. Now, for some reason, I misplaced my allspice, my allspice. So, because I actually just moved, and I don't want to use too much cinnamon. So then you're doing like a tablespoon and a half, because I did not, for some reason, did not pack my, or wherever it's packed, it's probably packed in another box or stuff. Because like I said, I just moved, and so most of my stuff is still packed away. So, yeah, so that's with the dry ingredients, and I'm gonna go now and just mix that in. You know what I didn't put in this? Who knows what I didn't put in this? What didn't I put in this? I put everything in there. So you want to make sure you get the spices into the flour. So I'm just gonna make that and put it at the side, and then here give me 1 second. I need some paper towel. I'm just gonna damp this and get rid of this flour. I just want to get rid of the flour. I get too much. And this nutmeg is straight out of Jamaica. Straight out of the island of Jamaica. You see it? Alright, so now here I just done using the dry stuff, the salt, the nutmeg, the cinnamon, the baking powder and all that. And here I have almond essence. And if you know, this thing is out of Jamaica and it's called rose water and almond. Tastes really good in your porridge and stuff. We have vanilla essence, some kind of different something. Now, I'm going to use Concord jelly in this cake. Like I said, I'm making this cake for somebody's wedding. They want to put it in their box that they're going to give us favors. So that's how we're going to do that. I don't do icing for cake. I do bake. A lot of people here in America, they don't use this kind of cake for wedding. They normally use maybe red velvet or whatnot. She has somebody else baking that kind of cake, but then the Jamaican side, she wants to give it as treats. So, hence why. And I know everybody does a different way of baking. Everybody has their different method. So, I know somebody might see me doing this way and say, oh no, that's not how they do it. But trust me, when I bake my cake, that tastes really good. And I got customer keep coming back. So the only thing that I'm missing right now, like I said, is my we're gonna take the rind off this. The only thing I'm missing, and I realized when I was starting, the allspice is missing. Alright, so I get some lemon rind off just one lemon, not the white part of it, the green part. I know, and I don't, if you're hearing the music in the background, Facebook, I don't copyright. YouTube, I hope I don't get chastised for it, but the neighbors are playing, they're having fun, so. So this is one rind of an orange, one rind of a lemon. Because like I said, the eggs already have lemon juice in it. Okay. I think I might have to put my window down so the music is not in the thing. Alright, so but I hope I'm louder than the music that's playing in the background. Jesus. I do hope I'm louder. Okay, so these are just some pieces of board I use now. In this, I'm gonna get my, let me pull this window down. And this one too, it don't make a difference. It did not make a difference me pulling those windows down. Oh Lord, this music is still in there. Anyway, so I'm gonna get my sugar mix in this. The thing is, I'm hoping this thing reaches far over here. Okay, so, ooh. Alright, so we don't want to waste anything, so we're gonna get that off in here. And I gotta mix that some more. I really don't like the butter on my So this video is gonna be a long video, you all. It's gonna be a long video because if you know, baking a cake takes time. I don't know if anyone is on here, if anyone is saying anything. I can't see nothing on here. I've never gone live on this channel, which is the Pretty Lakawa channel. I've never gone live on it, so I can't really see what it's saying. I'm sorry to turn my back, but I need to kind of get some stuff going here. Okay. All right, so this is the egg and the lemon juice is in that. And this is the sugar and butter. I'm just gonna put it in here. I hope you can see. That's what it is. Still, I'm gonna cream it a little more, so. If you know of somebody who likes to bake and wanna try their hand at baking the Jamaican fruit cake, You can tell them to come and watch this video. And I do what this can reach. Oh, so this won't reach my table. So I'm gonna pull the table for a little bit. 1, 2, 3. Oh. Just to see if I can get this plugged in. So there we go. Oh my goodness. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay, so I hate it when the butter gets on my hands, so then I gotta put my gloves on. Alright, so little at a time, I'm gonna start adding my egg mixture. Okay, so now that we've mixed that in, so now in this we got eggs, we got sugar, butter, lime juice. Alright, so in this now I'm gonna go and add my flour mix. Dry ingredients. Baking this cake takes a lot of muscle, a lot of work, because we don't use a mixer to do this part. It's not like mixing a plain cake or a box cake. This takes a lot of work. This is the cut and fold method. You cut and fold. If I can do it, you can do it. I was never taught how to do this. I just did. And it's the cut and fold. As a kid, when the elders used to bake, you had to, I remember they used to use a bottle to rub the cake. They call it rubbing the cake. This part is considered to be rubbing. I said this is like a 5 pound mix. You'll need some other hand to help you, but guess what? It's only my 2 arms right now. I know this video might take a little time, but if you're ever gonna bake, this is how long it will take you. As long as you're not using a mixer. And like I said, doing this kind of cake, you don't normally use a mixer. Do the cut and fold method. I want to say welcome again to CJ's Kitchen. And if you're here, please like, share, and subscribe. And to all my subscribers, thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking and thank you for the messages. And if I've not answered, if I've not responded to a message, I've not seen it. I know in another couple of months I'll be getting a lot of questions as well. So I do hope I get to answer your questions. Turn this thing off though, so whoever is calling or if someone is calling, no, I can't even find the thing back. Gosh, how do I do this? I'm sorry, you all. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Oh, paper towel. I mostly use the gloves because of the butter. I don't like feeling the butter on my hand. So now that the butter part is out, the butter and the sugar, I don't like feeling it. I gotta keep looking at the phone because someone keep calling me. And I have about 10 pounds of fruits that's gonna go in this. And like I said, it's a fruit cake, not a flour cake. So after this, the fruit will be going in. And yes, my hand is tired. Or more so my fingers. You know what I didn't do yet? Ooh, how can I forget to turn the oven on? Give me a second. How can I forget that part? Oh my goodness. I'm just gonna do 335 and start. I can't believe I forgot to put the oven on. So what I'm gonna do, this pan, I'm gonna fill this with water. I'm just gonna do hot water. I'll fill it with water and put it in the bottom of the oven. So that helps the cake to sweat, to stay moist. And I'm baking them on very, very low temperature because they're gonna stay in there for a good 2 hours because I wanna slow bake them. Oops, hot. Yeah. Oh my goodness. At one point I went, before I came live, I went to go turn the oven on. And apparently something else distracted me. And I forgot. But it's on its way. Still not too late. But I normally like having my oven on early. That's the last of the flour. Trying to get all that flour in, and then we're gonna salt on the fruits. So this now is basically flour, sugar, butter, and some spices, right? So that's what it is right now. Can't stand yet. The fruit's not in there yet. And this one, we can put this in there. So this is lemon, orange and pineapple. Orange and lime rind. I don't know, I guess pineapple. Alright, so gonna move some stuff out the way. So just bear with me a second. Let me just move some stuff out the way. Just here. Because one other thing I'm gonna have to do is to blend the fruits. And I hope you'll be able to see me. And I hope it's not too loud. And I hope it's not too short. So I have a whole bucket of fruits here. This has been here for a while. And this one I did, I boiled them, steamed the fruits. I did steam the fruit, and then after steaming, so the fruit gets soft, and then I pour white rum and stuff over it, wine and rum. So this is the cake. This is the part of the most important part of the cake, and this is the fruit. I'm trying not to stand in front of you, so. I don't want to get the liquor in the processor, because you tend not to do that well when too much liquor is in it. Just the smell of this thing. Just the smell of it. So I don't want it to puree, so I'm not using a blender. I'm just using the food processor because I want it to chop. And I hope I'm not too far, and I hope you're hearing, and I hope you're seeing what's going on. Alright. So all I have in this one is the peels. I want to get the fruits in here. Wondering what I'm doing? I'm trying to get some of the liquid out of this, because if there's too much liquid, when it goes into the processor, it takes a little while to really chop, and to chop the way I want it to chop. I don't want too much liquid in there. Okay. So, a little better. Let's see. I'll do one more chop. Live, and I know this is noisy somewhat, but let's see if it's to my liking of how it is right here right now. Oh, I don't need that one. I don't need that one. What do I do? What do I need? What do I need? Nope. Nope. Let's see. Yeah. So this still has, especially if you're not careful, the mixed peel, you gotta make sure the mixed peel is not left in your, uh-oh. This is what my grandson would say, uh-oh. All right, let's find that, listen. This is real life and real life, okay? So things do happen. Things do happen, I tell you. Ooh. Alright, so let's put this back together. It's like Humpty Dumpty. Sat on the wall, had a great fall. But we get it back together. The spices has not gone in there yet. You see, because so much liquid was in this one. So you want, when you're blending your stuff, you don't have so much liquid. Where do I keep putting the stuff that I'm using? Oh, it's right here. Just remember where you put stuff, right? So this is added to this. We're gonna go again. We have about 5 of this to do. So I'm sorry if there's too much noise at your ears, but we're gonna go again. Here we go again. Okay. All right, so without the liquid, you're gonna see how much easier it blends. Blends your chop. jelly. I'm putting the jelly in here. Okay, sorry for the noise and all of that, but that's the way of baking. It's a lot of noise. If you're here right on the live or you're just watching this, please like, share, and subscribe to CJ's Kitchen JA. Alright, I'm gonna pour some more of this rum and wine out. Alright, I'm sorry I didn't get to do this beforehand, which I should have, but time ran out on me. I was running late. I had stuff to do on the road and stuff like that, so I didn't get to do that. To do it earlier, so when I came home, I just set up the egg and the sugar and stuff. And if you've ever had a real Jamaican wedding cake, this is fruit cake a little more moister than the regular, fruit cake. They do the wedding cake a little moist. And I rather to use the processor because with the blender gets it like too fine. The processor actually mostly chops it. Yeah, you'll find little bits and pieces of the fruits, but you know, it's not as gummy as when you use the blender. It basically purees the thing fully out. So I rather to use this. We do use blender as well, but I kind of rather this. Got one more go. Bit too much. Okay, so I'm going in with my liquid spices. Like I said, this one is, that one is rose water and almond. This one is almond essence, and this is vanilla. Okay, this is softer because I put the liquid stuff in it. And like I said, everybody kind of do their fruit cake differently, but this is how I do mine. This is how I do mine, so. Right? And then I got molasses. This is burnt sugar. I use burnt sugar instead of browning. And I got molasses. Let's open. So this is molasses, you all. Oh, that smells so good. Molasses. So it's called Blue Mountain Country. Blue Mountain Country molasses. And here's, I got burnt sugar. You know, some people like their cake very dark, some does not. I find with the burnt sugar, when I use burnt sugar instead of browning, I don't need a whole lot of burnt sugar, and it's not bitter. I know there's some browning, if you use some of it, it gets like bitter. I don't have that issue with the browning. And most of the time, kind of at a time, I know how much I will need. If I need a bottle and a half, 1.5 bottle, or gotta make sure you get the spoon to the bottom so that browning get mixed into the whole thing. You don't want a marble cake. We're not being marble slice. Want to get it all the way in. I have to keep looking at my phone so nobody's calling. What do you do when you're on live and you don't want anybody to call and disturb the live? What do you do? Because I put my phone on airplane mode, but then nothing happens. I know it's not Christmas yet, so one might be wondering, why is she baking so much fruit cake at this time? This is for a wedding, y'all. It's also leading into Thanksgiving and Christmas, and here I do cake for Thanksgiving and for Christmas. Well, it's not really standing. See you have the standing test. That's the standing test. So this is to get the marble look out. I gotta keep doing this until everything combines. You don't have some part being black and some part being lighter than the whole cake. So I just keep doing this until I get everything together. Because normally when I bake two different times for different things, sometimes I use orange marmalade or applesauce and all those things. Tonight I used grape jelly. You know, you can mix it up a little with your stuff. We use cranberry, dried cranberry, as well as a part of the fruits. So you don't have to stick to currant and raisins and prunes and cherries and mixed peel, which is, those are like from the number one. You can, you know, improvise and use some stuff that you like. Alright, this is mainly to a desired color that I want it to have. Still have a little marble look in there that I need to get out. So then I have to keep going at the sides of the pan. To the side, make sure the sides are scooped off into the batter. Listen, this is no easy task, you know. My arms are tired. Yes, it might look dark, and it looked dark on one video, and on the other video it's a little clear. But it depends on the color you want. It's a fruit cake. I like a dark fruit cake, but I know not everybody likes it dark. And I'm making sure I get the wooden spoon to the bottom so the browning is not sitting down there. Alright, then that's it. My hands are tired. Alright, let's get some stuff out the way, and then I can start to fill my pans. My oven is hot. It's been hot, so kind of just want to get some stuff out the way. When you're done, the hard part is when you're done and have to wash all these things that you've used. That's the hard part of baking. They're not easy to wash when you're done, because you use so much stuff. Oh, goodness me. Alright, so these pans now, let me see. These are dry. This is a 16 by 16. 16 by 16 pan. So I have 14 by 14, 16 by 16. And I gotta get some wax paper. And it's all there lower. I got some scissors. And these, I'm gonna put some wax paper in these. Because we will have to take them out of this pan. Okay. I don't know if that was a comment or I can't see nothing on the phone. I don't know. You want to make sure you get it flat. And I spray the pan first because I want the wax paper to lay flat in there. Here it has a little. I want it to lay flat because I don't really want to freeze it in the cake. And then I spray onto the wax paper. Alright. So this one is a 14 by 13. 14 times 3. It's a 14 by 13. Well, it's the same thing. It's the same 14 by 14. So it don't even make a difference. So I'm trying to get it like I need it to kind of sit in there. And when you use the wax paper, when you're taking it out after it's done, you know, when you rest it, wherever you're going to rest it on, it's good to have the wax paper on the bottom. When I'm baking regular cake, I don't really use wax paper. I just spray my pan and dust with some flour. But being for the occasion that this cake is for, let me do this. Like I said, I cannot ice in a cake. If there is somebody who want to teach me how to do icing, please, please, I would love to do it, but I can't. So if there's a baker out there that does icing and stuff, please let me know. Please, and you want to help me out, give me a call, inbox me. I appreciate it. I remember calling a school for that reason, you know, like I would have to do everything. It was like $20,000. And this was a couple of years ago. So if it was $20,000 then, can you imagine how much it is now? Right? Okay, so in this can, let me see how much holding here. So this is the 16 by 16. I've never used it in this oven, and I actually have a new oven. I've never used this in there. Let me see. But it should be able to hold in our oven, right? Yep. It will hold, but guess what? I can only do 2 cakes at a time. I can only do 2 at a time, because it will only hold 2 at a time. And so that's the batter. Smells really good. It's really strong though, because of the I'm gonna reuse this. I'm not touching any water in there. I'm gonna reuse this. I didn't put it anywhere dirty. So I'm just gonna reuse that. I know from this camera on Facebook it might look dark, I can see, but up there, because the light is shining in there, you can see that it's not dark like jet black as how it's showing on there. Right, so I want to do at least 3 cakes, so let's see. These pans are big, you all. Okay, so one's in there. I don't want to do them too, it's going to be big, but I don't want to do them too thick because they're going to cut and put in boxes. So and we know because the baking powder is going to rise. Baking powder and the eggs help it to rise. And if you're not Jamaican and you're wondering what this is, it's a Jamaican fruit cake, Christmas cake, wedding cake. It's used for, it's a very special cake for us in the Highlands. It's a very special cake, especially at Christmas time. or when you do get married, I'm just gonna put this one in to the oven, which now I need an extra pair of hands, yeah? Okay, all right, so. Okay, so that's probably gonna take an hour and a half to 2 hours. The oven's not gonna be high because I might do a small one in this pan. The oven is not gonna be too high because I don't want them cracking up. You know, when you're baking, you can't bake at too much of a high temperature. The cake cracks up and you don't want that. I want it to stay moist. So I'm just gonna do one for the home, and then what's left is gonna do the other one. So I'm just gonna do this one. So this one I can always cut. This one can hold at the side because it's so long. And so we're gonna see. Alright, so we got this pan. So this one is a 14 by 14 times 2 because it's shorter than the other. The other was 3 in height, but this is 2. So this one probably be the ideal size that we probably really was looking for. Ooh, I cut this a little too short. Ripping it so short. I keep ripping it so short. Even though this one's not so bad. I keep ripping it so short. Right? So let's see. And it's okay that, you know, one might wonder like, where you because it can't hold in the oven right now, it's okay to sit out. It won't go bad. It will still rise when you put it in the oven. It won't spoil. You know, it will still rise. I think I should be able to get a small one out of this too. Not even bother gonna flour these because these are like no stick. See how much I leave in here. So you won't see how the ending, I won't stay on here until it's finished baking, but I will do a video at the end and post that one. Okay, so that's the end of that for now until I'll post a video for you to see. I'll do the cutting test and, you know, the tasting test and everything. I might get somebody come and taste it so you can see the reaction. Or if you want to know how it tastes, inbox me and I'll send you some. Alright, so this one, I can send you this one if you hit me up. Alright, so I'm going to say my goodbye and please like, share, and subscribe to CJ's Kitchen, JA. There's a couple of CJ's Kitchen on YouTube, but it's CJ's Kitchen, JA. And bye, thanks for watching. Where do I end this first? Okay, and bye, thanks for watching. If there's a message, I'll read it after because I can't see anything on here, okay?